Very good morning, my dear students. Welcome to class 5th of CBSE. I am Satish Kumar, your science teacher at Dr. Bison School. Children, in the previous class, we have discussed about different types of pollinators and importance of pollination. Pollination plays a very important role in the development of seeds and fruits, that is a food product. So, because of the development of seeds inside the fruits, from then we can able to produce new plants, isn't it? So, pollination is a very important role in plants, that is especially for flowers. So this is said to be the one important phase in the reproduction of plants. We have discussed it in the earlier classes. Now, if whatever the pollinators we have discussed, that is about different type of pollinators, if pollinators number is going to be reduced day by day, what happens? It eventually leads to the decrease in the number of plants, as well as there will be a big break in the supply of food chain. The food cannot be generated by the plant. Why? Because if the pollination doesn't take place, seeds will not be developed, as well as the food item, that is the conversion of carpel into fruit also doesn't take place. Okay, these are all the points we have discussed in the earlier classes. Plants helpful to us in many ways, isn't it? They provide food to us, they provide oxygen, that is fresh air, and they provide the wood itself. Yes or no? By making the furniture items, doors, windows, chair, table, everything, etc. We use it to prepare from the wood part of the plant only, isn't it? So plants are giving plenty to us. Then what they are expecting from us? Nothing. Just they are expecting a small thing, that we should not disturb the relation between the pollinators and the plants. We should not disturb the population of the pollinators. Okay, so that is the only thing we can help the plants. We have to develop more number of plants as well as the pollinators, because with the help of the pollination we can able to get the new plants as well as the food products. Okay, my dear students. Now, when coming to this class part, you are going to learn about what are the different food products that we are consuming, that means we are eating. How many of them are pollinated by the bees? You learned in the some previous videos. What you learned, that bee is one of the good pollinator, and it usually select blue, purple or yellow color flowers. Do you remember? Yes, very good. Okay, so what are the food products that we consume or that we eat are pollinated by the bees? Pollinated by the bees. For that, today we are going to go through a project time activity in your companion book. You know your companion book. This is your companion book. In this, we already completed companion activity 1A and 1B. That is dissection of flower and vegetative reproduction. Isn't it? Now, when coming to today class part, you are going to do the activity 1C, project time from your companion book. So, why we are doing this project? What is the aim? Or what is the purpose? For what we are doing this? All of you go to your page number 4 of the companion book. So if you are not have the companion books with you, then go and bring them immediately, so that I can now start the class part. Right, my dear students? So I hope you have brought them now. So go to the page number 4 of your companion book. Yes, you can see the project time 1C. I'm going to read out why we are going to do this activity part, this project. Which of the plants that we use in our everyday lives are pollinated by bees? So you are going to find out which of the plants that we use in our everyday life, isn't it, are going to be pollinated by the bees. Which of those plants are plant products? I want to have a research or investigate over it. You can also do with me, right? and you have to do at your house because as you are not able to come to school, right? Step 1. See, this activity consisting of 5 steps. How many steps? 5 steps. Step 1. What is step 1 given? Record what you ate for lunch, snacks, and dinner for 3 days. So, during the dinner time and snacks as well as during the lunch time, whatever food products were consumed by you, you have to note the list. Whatever food items, idli, chapati, upma, puri, lemon rice, vegetable biryani, rice, vegetable curries, chutneys, sambar, rasam, like that. So many products will be consumed by us in every day during the lunch time, snacks as well as the dinner time, isn't it? Now we have to record what food items were eaten by you in 3 days time. See, if you cannot remember what you ate for the last or for the past 3 days, then no need to worry. Just you start doing this activity from today onwards. Okay, from today onwards. So, in order to help you, I can help you writing the food items that were taken by me during the day 1 part. I will write my day 1 food items so that it will be easy to understand and you can complete the remaining day 2 and day 3 food items. Okay, I will show you in the table part. You can have your companion books, isn't it? So once check out your companion book, step 1 you can see, record what you ate for lunch, snacks and dinner for 3 days in figure B. So this is figure B. Whatever this table is given, this is figure B. I have filled out some food items which were consumed by me during the day 1 part at lunch, snacks and dinner. So I will write it on the board, you can copy. And whatever for day 2 and day 3, these 2 parts were to be filled by you. Okay. Shall I start writing? Yes, very good. Step 1, I am writing under step 1. Step 1. What are different columns given in the figure table? Day. First one is day. Next, lunch. And then snacks. The last item, dinner. Dinner. Okay? So draw the table for this. So as I mentioned you, I will write for day 1. You have to complete for day 2 and day 3. Okay. So whatever food items eaten by me during the lunch, snacks and dinner for the day 1. I am writing it down. Rice, sambar, brinjal curry, and curd. Okay, and during the snacks time, I have taken fruit salad, which was prepared from different fruits. I will mention those items in the table 2. That is in step 2 part, right? Now, okay. Now what next? During the dinner time, I have taken chapati and with potato curry. Okay, my dear students. So this is all for during the day 1 part. So I have given the complete information regarding day 1. Now still day 2 and day 3 were left. You have to fill of your own. You can copy it down in your companion book. No need to write down in the running notes. Directly you can write down in the companion book. Okay, my dear students. So I hope you have completed this. So then we should go to step 2. Now come to step 2. Find out the plants and the plant products that were used in making each of the dishes that you ate. List them in the figure C. You may take the help of your family members to complete this. Hint, consider all the ingredients of the food you ate. For example, a dish may contain vegetables, herbs, spices, and oils. Some or all of which may be from plants. Okay, my dear students, you have to mention that either the plant and its plant product in the table 2 under step 2 portion. Okay, so I will show you the step 2 so that you can able to understand what to write. This step 2 part. Okay, so you can observe here day 1, day 2, and day 3. These 3 were mentioned. So I will give the details for day 1, where you have to write down the details for day 2 and day 3. So these 2 columns were to be filled by you only. So now come to table 2. This comes under figure C. So step 2. So again, I'm going to writing down the table portion. The table part, we have day, lunch, snacks, dinner. So, sorry, I will write for day 1. You have to write the food products for day 2 and day 3. So day 1, I have already mentioned my food items. Now I am going to write down the plant as well as plant products from it. First we have written the rice. So it is obtained from paddy plant, isn't it? So the portion of the plant we eat is nothing but grains. Okay, next, tamarind. Different ingredients I am mentioning now. So tamarind comes under tamarind plant, tamarind tree, where the food item, the product we consume comes under the category fruit. So tamarind comes under the category fruit, and onion, the stem part of the plant. Tomato, it is also a fruit part. So if you complete this writing down these 4 items, I will go through the next set of items. After tomato, these ingredients I am mentioning for the preparation of sambar. So dal is one of the main component, and it comes from seed, the seed part of the plant. Okay. Then drumstick. In Telugu we call mulankad. Drumstick. This comes from drumstick plant, and the plant product is fruit. Okay, my dear students. And then brinjal curry. So brinjals, it is from eggplant or brinjal plant, you can say, and the part we are consuming is fruit. Okay, and you can write here oil. You use oil in the preparation or not? Yes. Oil comes, different types of oil, groundnut oil, palm oil, isn't it? So this oil can be obtained from the seeds of the plant, groundnut seeds, sunflower seeds. Okay, like that. So I can write the plant product as seeds. From seeds we are going to obtain this oil. So write down this set of food items now. Okay, now I'll go to some more items left in this. Cumin. From cumin plant, we'll use the part as seeds, cumin seeds, called jeelakarra in Telugu, or jeera. And in preparation of sambar, you can use sambar, we use mustard. Mustard seeds, you say aval. This also, the plant product we are consuming is seeds part. Seeds only we are consuming. Okay, you can write turmeric also. We use in the preparation of food items. Turmeric, from turmeric plant, and the part of the plant product we are consuming is stem. Okay. Sorry, my dear students, it is not stem. It is root. From root you are going to obtain the turmeric. So by this, so to the best of my knowledge, I have produced the ingredients that used in the food items taken by me during the day one at lunchtime or during the lunchtime portion. Completed? Now shall we go to the snacks part? What you mentioned there? Fruit salad. This fruit salad, what I ate consists made up of different type of fruits. I am going to mention them. Grapes, papaya, okay, pineapple, banana. These are all obtained from their respective plants: grapevine, papaya plant, pineapple plant, banana plants, all these. And the part of the plant we are consuming is fruits. Yes, these are all fruits. These are all fruits. Okay, my dear students, that's all for snacks time. Now let's go to dinner. Dinner, what you taken? Chapati. Chapati is prepared from dough, which is made up of, that is nothing but wheat powder mixed with water. From that we'll prepare a mixture, we'll get a dough. From the dough we'll cut into different shapes, and then we'll fry or roast, whatever the manner you can do, isn't it? Now, so it is obtained from, yes, wheat, that is wheat plants, and these are nothing but again grains, as we mentioned about the rice. Or you can also see seeds, no problem, anything. We'll mention them as grains. Next come to curry, potato curry I have mentioned. Potato obtained from potato plant. The part we are using is stem, modified stem. And then onion. Already I have mentioned the onion. It is also the stem part. What next? green chili. So we'll obtain from chili plants in the form of what will we consume? Fruits. It is a fruit. So here, and one more component again oil I can represent here to prepare this curry. So oil is a different type of oils we have discussed: palm oil, groundnut oil, sunflower oil. All these oils come from different plants, and we use it to get the oil extracted from their seed part. So oil seeds only we will get the oil. Okay, my dear students. And in this curry portion, you can also use coriander. You will take entire plant coriander, kothmira. Okay. So I hope you have completed writing this. Not press the pause and write down the remaining portion so that I can go to the next part. So step 1 and step 2 are completed. Now I have to move through step 3. All of you turn your page. Open page number 6. You can witness there step 3. So what was mentioned there? Provided in the figure D. The figure D is nothing but in below you have a table portion. That is a figure D. Are the examples of plants that are pollinated by the bees. So he himself said. And here I want to remember you one thing. In the previous second table part, I have written many of the plants and their products. Some I said seed, fruit and everything. See, development of seed and fruit are nothing but takes place by the process of pollination only. So you can easily remember that. So, provided in the figure D are the examples of plants that are usually pollinated by bees. He has mentioned some list of items here. And all those plant products are pollinated by the bees. Find out if the plants that were used in making the food that you ate for all the 3 days you have mentioned, are pollinated by bees. If they are listed in figure D, just you circle them. Just you circle them. See, myself for the day 1, I have mentioned brinjal curry. I said the plant name, we can call it as eggplant. So you can see in the vegetable part, second one, eggplant given. So the food item that was consumed by day 1, consumed by me during the day 1 lunch part, you can say brinjal and you can circle out here the eggplant. So that means it was pollinated by the bees, right? In the same eggplant, cabbage, carrots, cauliflower, onion, cucumber, radish and capsicum. So based on the table content part, here I can circle out 2 things, eggplant and onion, because these 2 I have already used as the plant products in the preparation of the food items. In the same way, if you completed the table for day 2 and day 3, then you can able to circle out some more things from this table portion. And come to fruits, apple, papaya I mentioned in the fruit salad part, watermelon, kiwi fruit, mango, lemon, berries, lychee and avocado. These are different fruits mentioned here. If your diet consisting of these fruits, you can circle out them. Similarly, nuts or herbs or spices or oils comes under one category where it was given, what are the different types given? Mustard. You already used mustard seeds as a dawal. Sunflower. From sunflower seeds, we use it to obtain oil. So we can circle out this also. Red chilies. We'll use red chilies as well as green chilies in the preparation of different type of curries. Coriander, I mentioned the coriander leaves. You consume the leaves part, right? And next one, mint is nothing but here pudina. So if you consume in your, if you use in the preparation of the food item, then you can circle out. Okay, and that's coriander. We'll call in Telugu as kothimira. You all know about it. And one more food product is, yes, sunflower already described. From sunflower, we can obtain seeds. From that, we can able to extract the oils from it, isn't it? So you can circle out the particular items here which we use in the production of the food dishes, right? Now comes to step next page number 7. All of you go through it. And once again, look over page number 5. After completing of the food items day 2 and day 3, at the end, you are asked some questions here. Guess how many of the dishes that you ate in the last 3 days included such plants or plant products. So here the project we are doing out is to find out the food products which are pollinated by the bees. So after writing this table portion consisting for day 2 and day 3 also. Why? Because I have already mentioned the food items for day 1. So you have to complete for day 2 and day 3. After completing that, you guess out how many of the food products or the plants that were pollinated by the bees. You guess. You feel 20 or 15 or 18 or 6 or 10, whatever it may be. You write down the number here. Now, go to page number 7. Count and write how many of the dishes in your menu included plants or products from the plants that are usually pollinated by the bees. So in the step 3 part, he has given some list of products, plant products. We will circle out whatever the plant products that we used in the preparation of the food items. So you count them. You got 7, 8, 10, 12, whatever may be the particular number. Does this number match with the number that you have guessed? After writing the table 2 portion, we have written some guess number. I said a 6 or 7 or 5 or whatever it may be. Does this number matches here? Or no? Or the number comes closer? It may be. You can write it down. And leave out the next part because it has to be done in a group activity. So when you come to the class portion, we will complete the group activity. Now come to step 4. Come to step 4. Discuss the following questions with your teammates, he said. So if you form a team, you have to write, you have to guess his answers. Research studies, listen very carefully, my dear students, have revealed that the number of bees on earth is drastically reducing with pollution and the use of pesticides. Farmers use pesticides to kill the pests that will damage the plants. Because of using of these pesticides, when bees use it to pollinate those particular plants consisting of the flowers, they will they have a harmful effect on them and their number is going to be reduced drastically. How do you think human life would change without bees? If there were no bees, that all the bees were extincted, so how the human life? The human life will be very difficult, sir, because there will be no generation of new plants as well as there will be no supply of the food items from the plants. Okay, now, so we can't be able to survive when the bees were extincted because the food products cannot be developed by those plants. How do you think the plant life may change without bees? You're asking about the plant life. So the bees were not going to visit. The bees were not there to visit the flowers. Then who will pollinate? No pollination takes place. If there is no pollination, no fertilization. If there is no fertilization, no formation of seeds. So there will be no development of fruit. But coming further, we can say that the new plants cannot be able to generate or produce. So the food products which were completely based on the pollination cannot be produced. Okay. Now, hint, you may also use the pointers, the friend of nature section in the lesson to answer this question. So at the end of the lesson portion in your studio book, I will explain you regarding the friends of nature. Still, almost the lesson portion was completed. Still, some portion is there, and in that portion, I will explain you the friends of nature. I will explain you the friends of nature. So, and step 5 asked, you have to write down a poem or song to represent your responses to the questions that you just discussed. Okay, my dear students, I hope you can be able to write down. Try to write a poem or song that describes what you have to describe the importance of bees with respect to the plants. Okay, my dear students, try to do your best, and after completion of this table, that is step 2 and step 1 in your companion book, you can take the photograph as a homework part. You can send to my WhatsApp number. Okay, my dear students, till then, bye.